first time in Chris Scott's tenure, 4 losses in a row. Just what's the mood like in the group?
Yeah, I mean, no matter like how we're going, sort of wins-loss wise, we always try to stay pretty consistent with our mood and attitude in the 4 walls, like week in, week out. So it's been pretty similar, mate, to be honest. We know what we need to work through and what's going to help us, get the results on the weekends. But yeah, it's obviously been a bit strange being, 7 wins and then 4 losses. It's been a bit of a roller coaster ride so far, and that's sort of AFL footy. But we're going to look forward to the challenge, and hopefully we can bounce back this week against Richmond.
Have you had a look at what might be causing the sort of form slump? I mean, the competition's so close, it might just be tiny margins. But is there something that's come out of the last 4 games that you think, that's what we need to tidy up?
I mean, there's a few specifics. I mean, like, I don't really want to delve into too much, but like, there's probably little bits and pieces all over the ground, to be honest, mate. Probably mainly, in particular, some defensive stuff, a little bit around the ball in the contest, a little bit of balanced stuff around there. But yeah, I think just to tidy up a few bits and pieces definitely can turn things around pretty quickly.
Defensively, you've probably got some of the hardest jobs on the footy field, especially now with the sort of ambiguity about tackling. As a defender, I mean, there was an incident with you on the weekend, you sort of can't bring a player to ground because you're fearful of a dangerous tackle. Is that getting harder and harder for defenders?
Oh, I mean, somewhat. I mean, I can see where the AFL is going with that to protect the head, and it's definitely very hard to adjudicate as an umpire as well. But we're pretty adaptable as players, and I think we're coached pretty well with the techniques and stuff like that side of things. And I think players are definitely adapting for sure as we go along in the season. And yeah, really, I sort of like the approach the AFL is taking though, with looking after the head with these dump tackles. So they can be pretty dangerous at times.
So what do you do? You've got a player standing up in the tackle and you know that they can get the ball away or have a shot on goal. How mindful are you of that in that specific instance? Yeah,
I know. Yeah, definitely trying to pin an arm or like whack the footy and just trying to avoid that really dumpy action. I mean, you do try to bring the player to ground at times, but looking after the head's definitely the #1 priority in those situations still.
Is that harder?
Yeah, I mean, playing footy in general is harder. It's always an adaptive thing. I think the players are slowly getting there, and it's definitely a work in progress, mate. But yeah, I think the players and how they're approaching things is definitely the right way.
Can I take you back to the Carlton game that attack you laid on Matty Cottrell?
Yeah.
Do you remember him?
No, it was a funny one, mate. I think when that happened, I wasn't expecting him to be there, sort of thing. So when he grabbed the footy, it was just instinctual to hang on, and yeah, probably I didn't want to dump him in the moment. And yeah, obviously kick the goal, but it just is what it is. I probably would change a few things looking back, but it was just it's split-second decisions in those moments.
Yeah, I think you said obviously it's a bit of a roller coaster 7 has been 4. 3 of the last 4 losses have been quite close. A few that you had to, you've kind of made a charge at the end. But how do you kind of, I guess, sum up that in terms of where you guys can go forward? That it could very much really be a different story with a few more wins. But how important is it kind of get back on track this week? Richmond in a similar boat of quite a few losses behind them as well. But that becomes quite important this week ahead of a few really big games against Sydney and Carlton.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every game's important. Like you said, it's been a bit of a roller coaster, but we're going to really sort of narrow our focus in the last 2 weeks and just knuckle down to training and try sort of to turn around those areas that we've been sort of lacking a little bit in games and the lapses that we've had. And really looking forward to the next few weeks, and hopefully we can bounce back. It's obviously every week's important, but really going to narrow our focus the next 2 weeks, and hopefully we can get some results.
Being sort of changes, and sometimes it's resting players this week. A couple of guys out with suspensions, or 2 guys will come in. Not approach, not going to say who's going to come in, but in terms of you feel like they can, whoever does slip up, can do a role, or whether some of those guys in the NFL might get that chance this week, trying to go well as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think our VFL team's going really well, which is nice, especially with the suspensions coming up. And I think, I'm not sure exactly where we're going to go with that, but there's some guys knocking on the door, especially at VFL level, and hopefully some guys can get their opportunity.
How's Danger going?
He's training, full training. I'm not sure selection-wise what Scotty's thinking, but yeah, he's looking pretty good, mate, to be honest.
And life as a new dad. Talk us through the difficulties, the challenges, the fun.
Yeah. Oh well, it's funny enough. I got up to settle about 5:30 this morning and then slept through my alarm. So I had to sprint to the car and come straight here for some treatment with the physio. So I guess that's just dad life. I'm adapting. It's all new and fun, and yeah, I've been loving it, mate. So it's been a joy.
Have you learned a lot of your dads in like the cats as well, and Mitch had his walk? Is that nice to kind of talk to those guys and kind of learn some lessons off them?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got so many dads here at the club. It's, you know, what we love. It's a family-friendly environment, and it's nice to bounce things off each other and what's worked, what hasn't, and especially with footy and stuff like that. And yeah, shout out to my partner as well. She's been amazing the whole process, and she's been so great for me.
5 a.m. alarm and nappies, or one-on-one with Dusty in the forward 50? What's harder?
Probably both even split. Obviously Dusty's a superstar, and you sort of look forward to those matchups, and he's an absolute champion of the game, and we'll see what happens with lineups and stuff like that. But yeah, love the way he goes about his footy.
Did you watch him Dream Time? First goal of the year, you think
yeah.
He just gives that sniff that anything is possible when he's around the field?
Oh, absolutely. I didn't actually watch the game, mate, but obviously saw the highlight that went pretty viral. Yeah, he's obviously a class player, mate, and guys like that, they're so dangerous around goal, and they're going to take those opportunities when they come.
And you've been here a long time, obviously, but do you lend thought to Tassie at all?
Oh, I mean, I'm a big advocate for it, for sure. Like, I love that they've got a licence, they're going to be into the comp soon enough. Yeah, haven't looked too far ahead, apart from just barracking for what they're doing, and obviously the memberships and all that sort of stuff that went pretty viral, and a lot of people are jumping on board. It's pretty exciting, mate. So yeah, just loving what they're doing down there.
They'll obviously come hard for people that have links to Tassie as a senior player. Would you entertain the romance of it, or does your future lie here?
Oh, mate, I'm Geelong through and through at the moment. Like, I've been here since I was a kid. You know, slowly matured and grew up. I'm starting a family. Like, it'd be hard to sort of pull up stumps and ship over to Tassie, I'd say. And it's a long time away too, mate. Like, I don't know how the body's going to be, or how I'm going to like sort of pull up. But I'm loving my time here at Geelong, and I don't really sort of see myself being anywhere else.
Any updates on the contracts or?
I believe my manager and Mac will catch up over the bye. So yeah, I'll just sort of let those things play out, and I sort of like to sit on the sideline with that, and whatever happens. So hopefully they can work through the contract negotiations.
Is it nice to see some of those guys starting to obviously they've got quite a lot of now out of contract, but really starting to get happening, and obviously it's going to continue throughout the rest of the season too.
Yeah, for sure. No, it is exciting. Seeing some guys sign up. Obviously, Mac's got a bit to work through. A few guys coming out of contract, but I'm sure he'll sort through all that stuff soon enough, and it'll all sort of pan out nicely.
Jake, there's been a bit of chat about Hawke, where he's at. Obviously, it's not the most fruitful goal-kicking portion of his career, but I think Mark Robertson said that With may have come quite quickly, which sort of surprised a few people, probably you, no doubt. Just tell us a little bit about why he can be, back to the Hawke of old in the back end of the year.
Oh, mate, he's an absolute star. I mean, obviously he's probably in a little bit of slump, probably partly due to the team and a bit of supply as well. Like, I think we only had 3 or 4 entries in the second quarter. Like, that's not going to help our big guys at all. But mate, speaking personally on Hawke, like I trained on him last week, did some one-on-ones with him. He's an absolute beast, mate. Like, when he's in those one-on-one situations and we give him some good looks, like, he's as dangerous as anyone. So I think off the back of how the team's going as well, it plays a part. But like, yeah, personally, mate, he's an absolute star, and he's very dangerous when he's up and going.
And you played with Joel as well. What did the milestone mean? Joel was full of praise for what it meant to Joel and his family, and the Geelong family more broadly. What has Tom been now that the all-time games played holder between you and the team?
Oh, mate, it's pretty special, especially the position he's playing, like key forward. He's an absolute monster. It's pretty special to see that he's so durable and being able to do what he does. He's awesome in the locker room, mate. Puts a smile on a lot of people's faces, and he's just a great person and character to be around, great family man, and we absolutely love him down here at the Cats. I might have sucked you out there, Kiki. It's always nice to hit the scoreboard after the long drought. So I'm probably averaging a goal every couple of years now, mate. So it's nice. And hopefully we can bump that average down a bit.
Of your 4 goals, is that the best?
I think so, mate. Yeah. So a couple of outside 50 on the run. I'll take the snap though. That's definitely my highlight so far.
Your first was against the Giants too, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we've lost both games. So I've probably got to stop kicking goals, I reckon. So yeah, haven't got a great record when we kick a goal against the Giants.